Warp drive is a terrible thing. It has long-term repercussions to the space-time fabric. If you like or want to use it or even dream about it, you're evil. What's wrong with you? This is an argument that a person who actually lives in a period of warp travel with documented evidence might well use and fight for. I seriously hope this is not the case or an issue. Now imagine if I was screaming this or trying to start a campaign or movement in this century. I would be looked on as silly and wasting time. When people told me this, I would feel awesome and persecuted. This is what I tend to think when people call themselves transhumanists. Transhumanism is the belief that humans can or should become more integrated physically and mentally with technology, perhaps even to the point of moving beyond an organic brain and body. Some are like ZJ, who deal with it rationally, but some I've met treat it like a religion and are obsessed with it. While I agree that it will probably happen at a certain point, at this point I cannot be for or against it until the technology actually exists. It's like being for or against nuclear power back in the 1930s. No one then had the ability to know the political or environmental issues that existed with it. To call yourself a transhumanist at this point is really just a waste of time. To be against it at this point is also a waste of your time and anxiety. There will be people in the future who choose not to use it, like the Amish, or like myself when it came to cell phones. I thought it was a virtue to maintain my simplicity and disconnectedness. As society moved on, I found I was at a social disadvantage for not having one. When life extension or the marriage of brains with computers come along, the baby steps to get us there will make it seem normal. Marketing will take over after this, and people will wonder how they lived without it. To be for or against the support of research into this field is a valid argument, but to be for or against a technology that only so far exists in science fiction is pointless. We can't even get the majority of the planet to be humanists. Let's work on that now, and transhumanism will just come along naturally when the technology permits. To say I'm not curious or don't think about these things that transhumanists do would be wrong. I think about it a great deal, but I also don't know all the details, and finding out will be a bit nerve-wracking and fascinating, just like with any other massive scientific advancement. In fact, if I can ever find the time and energy for it, I have a few stories I would write involving the subject. What one should be thinking about is both under what conditions one would no longer want to remain living, like what is happening in the Death with Dignity movement, as well as under what conditions they would actually enjoy living for perhaps centuries and begin in a humanist fashion to get the world to that point. For now, I'm not a transhumanist. I'm just a humanist who is very trans-curious. Wait, that didn't come out right.